Today we are making a vegetable stir fry. We're going to make the stir fry sauce and add chicken broth, then sugar, soy sauce, rice vinegar, ginger, then add in garlic, cornstarch. The cornstarch will thicken the sauce. You're going to whisk it all together and put it aside. Then you are going to get things set up, like a mise en place, and then start working on your vegetables. So we're going to peel the carrot and put all of the peels and scraps in that left bowl. And then I'm going to cut the carrot into a bâtonnet cut. And then put all the good pieces, all my cuts, into the right bowl. I just shaved off a piece of carrot so it wouldn't roll. I just did it on that one side and then continued making my bâtonnet cut. Next is my bell pepper, and I'm going to cut a quarter of it off. So I'm going to do a round cut and cut it down the sides. I'm going to get it all cleaned up, get the seeds taken out, everything taken out. I'm going to cut the pepper with it facing up. It's a lot easier to cut like that than cut it the other way with it facing down. I am going to make julienne cuts. Next up is mushrooms. I'm going to cut the stems off so the mushrooms lay flat and do nice slices. Make sure to wash your mushrooms really well. Then you're going to trim off the leaves of the broccoli. Keep the broccoli with the flower part facing down and just cut those stems off. You only need about 3 of them, honestly, and you're going to cut them into bite-sized pieces, just cutting the stem, not cutting the flower part, and then measuring out 1 cup once you are done cutting bite-sized pieces. So I'm just cutting the stem over and over again. Next we have bok choy. Make sure to wash that really well as well. And then you're just going to cut slices all the way down, cutting the stalk and cutting the leaves. You're going to use all of the bok choy. We have all our vegetables done, and now we're ready to use the frying pan. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of oil to the pan that was turned on to a medium to medium high heat. I swirl the oil around, make sure the pan is hot, and toss the vegetables in. They should sizzle when you toss the vegetables in. You want to make sure your pan is really hot. And then I'm going to saute them for about 3 to 5 minutes, stirring with a wooden spoon back and forth until the oil is coated on everything. Let them sit for a while and then check to see if they're almost tender, which means they can be chewed on pretty easily or they're pretty soft. I don't want them to be soft yet though. I walked away for about a minute or so and came back to check on the vegetables, and they are where they need to be, almost tender. and I'm going to add my stir fry sauce into the pan, and it is going to bubble. Once the sauce has been added, I'm going to stir around with a wooden spoon to get everything all coated, and I'm trying to get my vegetables more tender, not soggy, but tender, and you're going to notice the sauce is going to start thickening up because of the cornstarch. This will take about 2 to 3 minutes. As you can see, it's already starting to thicken up, and it's almost ready. Once it's done, I turned my element off, and I grabbed a large serving spoon and served up some vegetables into a bowl. And I already had made some microwavable rice to serve, and now everyone gets to have their own little bowl. Enjoy.